You can hear me good? Ready? Let's do it. Whoa, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, the guy behind the mic, Mr. Sunday Monday, but only on Tuesday. Tuning in right here again, another day out the week. Updating you with all your world news, streaming you with the latest trending topics, covering, giving you the opinions of not just myself, but the everyday citizen and everyday peoples. Shout out to everyone that sponsors us, KMP Inks. Shout out to the Media Mike Speaks. And today I got my boy in. He gonna be in here almost every single week, so you might as well get used to it. He is here.
Yo, good to be in the building. How you doing, my boy?
Man, it's Gucci. It's Gucci, you know. I'm glad to see you here. How long was the drive?
The 3-hour drive. Not bad. Not too bad.
3 hours?
It ain't that bad.
That's how you do it on that road life, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it like that no more, man. I ain't as young as I used to be, bro. I can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, we all ain't as young as we used to be.
But we're going to get right into it, man. Look, you and I were talking about this earlier, so I really just want to introduce to the people. There was a man, allegedly, who called 911 over cold McDonald's fries. And then, not only does he call 911, but he gets arrested in connection with a murder. What kind of is this?
That's crazy. You called 911 on yourself.
That's crazy. Okay, so let me read a bit of the article. A 911 call initially focused on an accusation of having been served fries at a lower than expected temperature is reported to have ultimately resulted in the arrest of a man who was previously charged in connection with an alleged murder. Per a report from regional Georgia outlet, I bet it was in Atlanta or near Atlanta, the Macomb Telegraph, police in Kennesaw claimed that 24-year-old Antoine Sims had called law enforcement after allegedly being served cold fries at a local McDonald's. Sims, as seen in shared body camera footage, further claimed a restaurant worker refused to replace his food following the cold fries allegation. The owner of the McDonald's location, however, disputed this account, alleging instead that Sims had tossed a drink at him and had been asked to leave the restaurant. At some point responding, officers were made privy of the fact that Sims was out on bond at the time and had an active warrant for his arrest. Per the Telegraph, this was in connection with a 2018 incident in which a woman's body had been found burning in a car.
I do agree with him, though. It should be allowed to call 911 if your fries are cold. I'm sick of McDonald's. Messing up my order, bro.
That is not what I thought you was gonna say, pal.
I'm tired of them messing up my order, son. I ain't had a good hot fries from McDonald's in a long time.
I really don't, to be real, I don't even eat McDonald's no more. That's all I eat is the fries. So, I mean, I could feel where you coming from. You know, but maybe he called because he thought that they were finna call on him because he threw the drink at him. It say that the owner of McDonald's location disputed the account, alleging that Sims had tossed a drink at him and had been asked to leave. So he probably called the police trying to defend his case.
I mean, but still. But he had a warrant for something else, so you already on bond for murder.
Right.
And then you go do something else, and then you do another situation that's going to involve the police.
Right.
Yeah, that's not really smart.
Right. It also says the database discovery of the failure to appear warrant and subsequent informing of Sims by officers inspired a brief foot chase, after which the cops used a taser on Sims before ultimately arresting him. Online jail records from the Cobb County Sheriff's Office showed that Sims was still in custody at the time of this writing. Complex has reached out to the Kennesaw Police Department for additional comment. There was another cold fry incident where in Brooklyn, a 23-year-old employee was shot in the neck by a man whose mother had previously gotten into an alleged argument over fry temperature, and the man later died.
Oh, they killing over fries now.
I mean, apparently so. Apparently so.
Oh, wow.
Right,
Wow.
right. It's that serious.
But the way I feel right now, I'm finna start cutting up. Gotta start cutting up behind your food. I mean, I ain't going out there and say catch your body, but it's time to cut up behind our food. We pay valuable money for that food, for real. And then the price is going up.
Exactly. And see, I ain't gonna lie though, McDonald's hadn't even really they haven't even been consistent with their fries lately. I don't even be messing with McDonald's fries. What I really like is Wendy's when they renovated to the fresh cut sea salt fries. Them was good, man. Wendy's do good. Cane's if they hot, and who else? Whataburger if Whataburgers are hot. But yeah, I don't even really fool with McDonald's no more.
The fry ranking, Chick-fil-A #1. The waffle fries. You're not touching them. They always hot. They always good.
I don't even want
The sea salt ain't been good. The sea salt fries ain't been good since they dropped.
I don't even want to get on Chick-fil-A. They done disappointed me.
For real.
I had to post it on Facebook like 2-3 weeks ago. People that follow me on Facebook, they'll see it. Like because you deactivate your Facebook, right? Yeah, so you ain't see it. But man, a couple weeks ago I bought a waffle fry from Chick-fil-A. I took a picture of it. And it was supposed to be large. I asked for it to be large. It's large on my receipt. And I'm talking about, I literally took it out and counted the waffles. I had 15 waffles. Bro, I was mad. It was petty, but I was mad, man, because I was like, bro, I asked for it to be large. Like, I'm willing to pay the extra $1, 50 cents, whatever it is, for it to be large. So, I mean, if I'm willing to pay it, give it to me. If you want more money for it, then just say that, but don't skimp me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be frustrating. So I feel it. I mean, but I don't know. These people over here, they shot somebody in the neck behind some McDonald's fries.
My boy got tased for the fries.
Oh.
My boy got tased for the fries.
Speaking of which, we watched the video. Now, we're not gonna include the video from what is this, Fox News 5 out there in Georgia. So we're not gonna repost the video for copyright reasons, but we will post the link to the article and to the YouTube video in the description below. So definitely look down and check that out. But while he was being tased, you and I, when we watched the video, we talked about that. So what happened was the officers arrived. When the officers arrived, he dropped everything and he had on slippers and he took off. I think they said it was like a 10-15 minute chase. And they caught him somewhere in an apartment complex, nice looking apartment complex. They caught him. He was running across, and after maybe 10-15 seconds of a foot chase in the complex, they tased him. And that's where you and I kind of was looking like, when he tased him, what did he start yelling? Hands out, get your hands out, get your hands out. And I mean, he is going crazy. He's like, get your hands out, get your hands out. And you and I both sitting there thinking the same thing, like, how?
It's electricity going through my body right now, right?
Right.
Like,
right.
At this moment, electricity, like, I don't know what my body's going to do. Like, I have nerves. I have things in my body as well that's, like, sometimes you got to think. If I'm down, I'm down.
Right.
Stop tasing me. Then ask me to put my hands out in front of me. Simple.
They could have just tased him, and then when he hits the ground, I mean, that's the kind of thing that raises the question in my mind, because I mean, in the video, it is a white officer that stops him and tases him, and yeah, I know he's wanted for murder or whatever it may be. Just because he's wanted for it don't mean he's guilty. So we can start it right there. He could be affiliated, he could have been with somebody, but at the end of the day, they could have just. I mean, once he hit the ground, why didn't the officer just? I'm not saying dive on top of him, but I mean, you follow up behind him and subdue him and handcuff him. He has like you said, he has electricity flowing through his body. Well, he is sitting there asking are you that scared of a black man? After you've tased him, you stand there 5 more seconds, and I'm pretty sure he's standing there pulling the taser trigger. I'm sure he is pulling the taser trigger, pulling it, just hollering, get your hands out, sir. I have however many volts of electricity thrustling through my body right now. What do you want to do? If that was a pistol, he'd be dead.
Absolutely. That's the questions. That's when the questions come in. My thing is, you don't like you come to the scene without the equipment that you think is necessary when you pull up. So why you act like you so scared?
Exactly. You have all the necessary resources to take me down, sir. All you doing is chasing. And I thought that I read somewhere that they were making it a law in like New York, or it was one of these states where they can't chase you if you run. I forgot what state it is. I'm gonna look that up and we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I heard that too. But we're not overlooking the fact that the young man is on bond for murder. He commit crime. We're not gonna skip over that, but it's just a fact. In my mind, he's an idiot.
Well, see, we not gonna skip over, but I am gonna say this though. It's not, you can't just because he's wanted for murder. I mean, he is running, but I mean, granted, who wants to go to jail, fam? You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you innocent and they trying to get you, who wants to go to jail? I don't blame him for running.
I mean, we've all had our moment or two when we had a little fun. Like I said, some of us in vehicles, but it's okay.
But that's the thing, man. You know, I don't think that's right. Yeah, I just don't think it's right. I mean, I think that the cops had everything in their favor up until that point. And I mean, yeah, he was on the ground. They tased him, and they.
But we also got to remember, it's always more than one. It ain't like you by yourself.
Right. It's like 5 on 1. They got vehicles. He on foot. Yeah, I mean, you know, they don't know if he's armed or not. But I mean, he had just left McDonald's. Yeah. I mean, if you watch the video, you can tell that this man not armed. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
that's tough. Well, the message is for the McDonald's workers: can y'all please have the people fries at the right temperature?
Make them hot fries, please. Hot fry me, please. That's it, man. My boy, Mr. C. Ward.
I want to ask you a question when we come back.
Yeah. I got you. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow us. Tune in each and every day on Sunday, Monday, but only on Tuesdays. Shout out to our sponsors, Custom Made Printing. Shout out to the Media Mike Speaks for all that information that they take in for us. Shout out to my boy, Mr. C. Ward, in the building. And for driving out, man, you know what I'm saying? How was it, by the way, driving up through that rain?
I mean, it wasn't bad. And I wasn't even listening, and I was just riding.
Through the Louisiana wetlands, man. You know how it is out here. You know, when it's hot and muggy, when it rain out here, it's hot and muggy. It's sticky, man.
Oh, tell me about it. Then don't be sweating.
Ooh, right. Well, take it easy, everybody. We appreciate you for listening. You know what I'm saying? And until next time, only on Tuesday. Peace.